Hello there ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? It's Alexander Hilly123 here and it's time for a new video on the Classics series today, coming at you with a PlayStation 1 classic. And it is Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars, also known as The Circle of Blood in the United States. I don't know why that is the case, that it was given a different name over there, but it was. It was released in 1996. It spawned a 1997 sequel named The Smoking Mirror. The first two games were released on the PlayStation and the PC. And then there was a third game from a 3D perspective, full 3D graphics, released in 2002, called The Sleeping Dragon. It was a very good game. And then there was a fourth game called The Angel of Death, I believe. But I never played that because it was only released on PC. I do not know why. And recently, fans of the game have managed to, with the help of a Kickstarter campaign, managed to release a 2D old school perspective, Broken Sword 5, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I don't know how good it is and what it's like, but nevertheless, that is absolutely brilliant that the fans of the game have managed to do that. But yeah, Broken Sword, it's not a game for everyone. It's a very slow-paced, point-and-click 2D adventure from a third-person perspective here, as we can see. 4 characters on screen, well, 5 actually if you count the guy in the background. He is dead, and the story behind that is that right at the start of the game, George, who is an American tourist from California, in Paris, doing a bit of sightseeing, he's having a cup of coffee outside the cafe when a clown walks into the cafe with a bomb inside his accordion. Obviously at the time, George doesn't realise that, and then the clown comes out of the cafe. A few seconds later, it blows up, killing the man in the cafe. George, being as he is, he wants to know why this has happened and why this clown has nearly killed him. And he gets himself into a lot of trouble throughout the course of the game. You go on a massive journey around the world, to Ireland, to different parts of France, to Scotland, to Syria, I think, as well. And it's just such an engrossing adventure. The characters, there's tons of intriguing characters. The voice acting is very good. The voice of George Stobart is by Rolf Saxon, who is an actual, real Hollywood actor. He was in Saving Private Ryan, I do believe. And like I said, it's not for everyone, but you may like this game, ladies and gentlemen. Heavily inspired by the early Monkey Island games, I've no doubt about that. The reason that I love the Broken Sword games and a few of the Monkey Island games is because my brother, he used to play them back in the day. So I was like 6-7 years old and I was engrossed by this game. I don't think many 6-7 year olds would be engrossed by this these days, but it is a niche game, but I still love it. Let's just, I don't know if you call it, it is gameplay, but very slow paced gameplay, a lot of talking. Let's just have a listen.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
And here's what I'm talking about in terms of you having a say-so. You can say yes or no, and your answers will give you different consequences. We'll tell the truth and say yes.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
And basically, you find clues by looking at the environment with a mouse. If something of interest comes up, a cog will appear, or a picking hand kind of symbol. When you can pick things up, then you can analyse the items that you have. At the top of the screen, you see it's black at the top and bottom. At the bottom, I think it's things you can talk about with people, I should say. And at the top, it's the items you have. You right-click the items you have if you're on the PC version, and you can find something wrapped inside a piece of paper, or maybe it's a pot and there's a key inside, something along those lines.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
See, we can lie now and say we didn't, or we can tell the truth and say we saw the clown.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon, the picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Moo?
She'll live.
Inspector Moore is hilarious, one of my favourite characters in the game. Let's let him come out with a few quotes here.
She confirms the American statement. A clown with an accordion, no doubt an elaborate and eccentric disguise.
Very well. Eh bien?
What do you mean?
I am satisfied that you know nothing. I hope this little incident does not spoil the rest of your vacation.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say?
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly believe you are in no danger, monsieur.
Yeah, kind of a quirky game for me to do a video on, to be perfectly honest, ladies and gentlemen. I can't let it go on any longer than this, but there are a lot of fantastic sights to see throughout the game. Like I said, there's levels in Syria, if you want to call them levels, parts of the game in Syria, Ireland, Scotland, different parts of France, and a few others I can't remember, to be perfectly honest. But it truly is an engrossing game, and for me personally, it is a classic. Broken Sword, The Shadow of the Templars. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.